Hello, hello.
Hello. Good
Oh,
morning. Good evening.
I did something and it actually worked. Wow. My screen was YouTube was closed. I mean the volume. I didn't have to go over there and click it. Something like that. What's new with you? Michael, you're out there? Michael got to come on today.
What's that?
You said
Michael does what
Michael's
on
got
Friday?
well, Michael's got to come on today. I don't know what he does on Friday. Probably the same thing he does on Monday.
Yeah.
Did some furniture rearranging here. The other day,
Hey,
I put the desk by the window when I have the drapes open, but I gotta have them hemmed up because I want to put my collector coffee mugs from Starbucks, which I bought from all over the world. Some people in Greece, but I didn't like the fact I couldn't open and close them, so I moved the desk almost to where it was before because I wanted to center the receptacle, my plug it, underneath the front of the desk. And then I sat there, looked at it. I thought, this is freaking stupid. I put it back where it was because in the morning, man, before the sun rises, you're beautiful. So I wanted to. I got some kind of cabinet here. It's one of those. It's like solder, however you pronounce it, where you put them
hmm
things together, but don't move it more than once. You know. So they've come a long way. I think they probably put this thing together for $20 and they charge 100. But thing was
hey,
moving a little bit the other day.
hey, the overnight low this morning was 50.
Yep.
Yep, felt good.
Mm.
But it's supposed to warm up all the next week or 10 days in mid 80s, which I don't care for. But
I I like this. I'm sitting here in shorts, no
well,
shirt, no shoes.
we just got back from 4 days in Florida where it was 92, 93.
Yeah, some old lady, guy, a man and a woman were. We stopped in. God, I forget what that time was. I think we stopped in Daytona on our way over to Spring Hill, north of Tampa. And this one old lady was saying, "Oh, it's too hot down here." I said, "Yeah, but you go home." He said, "It's too cold." I
hmm
said, I can go in and out with the clothes I'm wearing. If I want to go out in the cold weather, I got to dress up. I got to put a couple layers on for me.
Yeah,
So I
we
like.
got to. I got to use my daughter's boyfriend. They have a house down there, and I told you he's still active duty military, right? Marine.
Mhm.
But he let me use his 2004 Lexus, the SUV,
Yeah,
and he's got it all like off road ready. He's got the big tires, he got the lift, and
a
the big
Lexus.
big yeah, the SUV, the Lexus. It's basically a Toyota Land Cruiser,
It's a
except
Rav Four.
no, it's like the Land Cruiser for Toyota, except
Hmm.
it's the biggest SUV Lexus made.
But I think he
But
probably
man,
got it.
that's first time I drove a V8 in a long time, and it's got a lot of spunk. And those
You don't.
people
They don't.
drive fast on the highway down there.
Oh yeah, that's if you're on like Highway 19 that runs. You connect off of 75
Right.
and Highway 19 is like for us it'd be 27th Street where they got a stoplight every couple of miles.
Yeah.
And when you're in Florida and you see way down the road the light is turned red, you got to stop. You got to start getting on the brakes because if
They
you
got
don't,
cameras.
you're going to rear end somebody.
Well, they got cameras too now at the red lights.
Like I was saying, man, her boyfriend probably got some truck with 200, 300,000 miles on it.
Well, no, that one's it's got a what did it have 118, and because they were in Hawaii, so I mean you can't drive real far in Hawaii, right? You know,
They were in
but
Hawaii. What do you mean they were in Hawaii? I
they were
thought you said-
stationed in Hawaii. Before they moved to Florida, they were in Hawaii. So,
You mean she's in the military?
no, my daughter's medically retired. Remember I told you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How old is she? Is she from Pennsylvania or is she from Oklahoma?
Oklahoma. Yeah.
Oh,
She's going to be 26 New Year's, right around New
man.
Year's.
So
So,
26 and be medically retired. Did it
right.
happen on her? Did it happen on her while in the military?
But I assumed that since if you're medically retired from the military, that you're automatically 100% VA, but she's not. She's
You do
only
like
like
Ronald.
70. But
Oh, shit.
yeah, she's trying to get, because down, at least in that state, if you're 100%, you don't pay property tax on your property.
Oh,
She said
nobody does when
that would save 10 grand a year,
oh,
you know,
sure.
by being exempt from property tax, and you don't
What
pay
did
for
you
your license
no,
plates, you don't pay, you know, a
Christian?
lot of stuff. Hi, Chris.
Yeah, well, they'll because she's young, that they're going to make her sweat it, you know.
I guess, yeah.
And
Right.
if you get medical at 100, I mean, 26, man, ain't like you're our age, you know.
Right.
She
Yeah.
has she has a truly debilitating disability.
Right.
Oh man, that's a long freaking road, man.
Hmm.
Mm. People
So
out there don't realize.
what are you eating tonight?
I bought a whole bunch of chicken hot dogs from Robinson's,
Oh,
and I looked for the brown mustard because I saw that guy's YouTube channel. I think he's here on Butuan, west of here. I think it's either Buena Vista or it's on the lake. It's right on the ocean.
but he says that brown mustard's good for your health, huh?
It is regular mustard, yellow and brown. But I wanted brown because I love brown. And
And so we were down in Tampa area, right? And I asked my wife, well, look up, see if there's any Filipino restaurants. And she did, you know, on her phone. And there's a place called Manila Eats, which is right downtown Tampa, basically. And we went there. It was expensive. I think everything was like $9.99. If you got 6 little lumpia, it was $9.99. If you got adobo, it was $9.99. If you got
is that all you can eat or no?
no. These are like, you know, the little styrofoam square
Yeah.
takeout things you get.
Mhm.
That's about how big it was, but it came to like $45, and she got pancit and rice, but the quality, it wasn't as good as she could make at home, you know.
Says the whole spelled it correctly.
But yesterday she made some. I told you my daughter's boyfriend, he's full Filipino, right?
Anyway,
Mother and father. So she made adobo for them
it's
last night at their house.
you know, when you go after something like that, first off, you want to, in your mind, you go, I want to get better, man. You know, I'm only this, and you know, I don't. But they play. It's all a game, man. They put you through the ringer for. You can't tell me that you go to somewhere with help for help, and you end up waiting 4 months before you get in to see a doctor. That's not that ain't right. You're not helping nothing. You know?
Well, I think it's pretty good down there because they're right by an Air Force base, and there's a big VA.
Oh, they're in
that we go by.
They weren't in Pensacola?
No, they're in Tampa.
Oh, okay. There's an Air Force base up
Yeah,
there.
there's an Air Force base, and there's a huge VA hospital in Tampa. So,
Well,
yeah,
I think it's in Brooks. They got a clinic in Brooks.
Yeah, she was actually 23 when she got out. She's been out for 2 years now, over 2 years now.
Yeah,
So.
you know, a lot of people. It's hard. my ex-brother-in-law got on it, this bill, and my son says, his mother said, what for? What does he do? He sits all day. And he's worked several jobs, but nothing to go, not enough time to get any kind of a pension. But he came from a big family, and he had his mom and dad they were real nice folks. They both passed. And matter of fact, his mom, when I had my first two daughters up there when they were little, we went up to Al Capone's hideout, Couteret. Just going up there by Red Granite, not Red Granite. They got a musky. They got a fishing bar, moccasin bar. They got all the world record fish caught around there. And she says, his mother says to my daughter at the time was, I don't know, maybe 8. She said, "Oh dear, what?" She said, "You have a cat?" She said, "Yeah." "What's the cat's name?" She said, "Shitty." I was like, what the hell, I kind of talked to her like my dad used to talk to me for some reason. That's the one that I had that, well, my mom was messing around. So if I look, oh, she got a hypoid like you, I said, well, look at your baby, look at your kid pictures. She looks just like you, So, and usually when you say something like that, they get upset, but she don't get upset. Her mother doesn't. So anyway, it's going to be about 2 months for me to wait for my what do you call it? Permanent resident. We gotta go down up to Manila and
They still have possession of your passport, right?
Yeah. No, well, even if they mail it back for the temporary, the probationary one, if you still can't go anywhere because you are, while they're processing all this, you have to stay here. You could sign a waiver or some bullshit, but that's enough money spent, man. I mean, if I couldn't have afforded it, that's one thing. But the state of mind I'm in today, some days I just can't figure shit up or nothing.
So do you think you're going to get your passport back in time to go back for the wedding?
Well, that's what I was explaining. You can't leave until your process is totally done.
Right.
So that's 2 to 3. That's 1 to 2 months. Maybe
From
3.
what date? From when did you start it?
Well, I don't know, but this starts from the second week in September. I started, I don't know how long ago. I forget. But anyway, I told my sister said, "Oh, that's your son's wedding." I said, "Well, I can't do nothing about that." But I said, "I'll buy him a couple of round trip tickets to come here next year." Good for their honeymoon. They're going to Spain and Italy. So he'll be going where I wish I could always have been, just to be. A cousin, she may be a cousin of mine. She has the same name as my grandma. She lives on the Switzerland side. There's a small airport there, and all these towns, all the businesses and towns in there have Italian names because way back when there was always a constant battle for the border, between Switzerland and Italy, and that's probably where my dad's mom's family originated, or their surname, is Austrian. But I mean, could have been 1,000 years ago. That name never leaves. But all their first names were Italian. Their last names were like Caston and Weber. Kind of hard one to figure out, It's not so hard when my great grandmother and great grandfather had the same last name. But I'm not into that ancestry thing no more. And I don't know this guy, but there's a guy named Patrick with my last name, and he's got both sides of the Bossettis in Italy. So I probably should have, when I first started doing it, I just started clicking on this and that. But there's an easier way to get that done more quickly. I have 4 cousins that are black. So that might have been, see, my grandfather's first cousin's my third cousin. Her name was Annie with my last name. And he had everybody on there, the whole both side. I think my great grandfather's name was Giacomo, something like that.
Giacomo.
No, Joe.
They pronounce
It's,
it Giacomo.
Giacomo.
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple different ones with the G, not Giovanni. I think Giovanni's been. Somebody told me the proper pronunciation for that. But he had who's that guy on YouTube here? He's Italian. Just got married. I forget the name of his thing. But his name is Josu. That's another one, Josu.
Gio?
Gio in the Philippines, her name is Josu, Italian name.
Oh.
So that's a nickname for Josu. But I always wanted to go there, I don't think I'll ever get. And my cousin Mike, he doesn't believe me. I said, where you can tell where your family's from is from the alphabet, A at the top, all the way down to Sicily, A through Z. Now, if I would have bothered to look up that Patrick's had everything laid out, because the number one area for me is Trentino, Alto Ridge, like a Tyrolean, and second and third is we got a town in Wisconsin called what is that place? Well, third is Sicily. Second is what's the name of that freaking place? They got one in Wisconsin, not that far from where I was living. Golly, man. You look at an Italian map right now? Oh, God, I can't think of shit. Let me do it at home. Let's see. Piece of shit. I forget. It's right before the toe. One big boot. Uh-oh. Trouble. Hey, man, let's put some music, man.
What's up, Sailor?
That's Ronald. I can't think of it. What is that place?
Calm down. You got 10 seconds. You ain't gonna get no copyright strike.
Yeah, you never know.
Chief, Master Chef, he's worried about all that loot he's making off of YouTube.
If you stop me up, Tony, if you stop me up, I'll never stop.
Uh-huh. Well, were you singing that when you were with JB and her girl? When you were with JB and her girlfriend?
That's one guy that's older than you, right?
Who?
Mick Jagger.
Oh, Mick, that ancient old bastard. Mm-hmm. Name of what? What's up, Kiko?
Hey, overnight low 5-0 this morning.
Damn.
50. But it's going up to 80 today. So.
I don't know nothing about no 50s. Do be told.
No.
I can tell you about the 70s, but I don't remember the 50s.
Oh, Calabria. That's what I was thinking. I should have got back into that and checked out him because he had everything laid out.
Mm,
I got my name in. I don't know about. It might be the first in Philippines here, but there's some people down there in Australia.
right,
See,
right.
this is my sister's kid was doing that for a while before I ever got on it, and she was saying whatever she was doing would lead her back to Argentina, you know. So I was thinking over the years, you know, with the four black cousins I have, these people live. Well, two of them live in Louisiana, and then I remembered that there were some that went down 1939. They started coming down, and this one lady told me from Uruguay, and some of them migrated back up into Louisiana. So that might be my great grandmother, my dad's side family that went down to Argentina, you know, and then came back up.
Might have some
Never.
Creole kin.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got black. Well, one of the drivers, this guy looked. He was taking a picture in the bus, in the driver's seat, because I could see he had the same black windbreaker that we had, and his name sounded familiar, like he was from a different station, but it had said he was 74 and retired a while ago. I just sent him a line. I said, "Hey, cuz," but he never answered me. Yeah.
Mhm.
But the lady, dude,
Right now,
the lady was 40, late 30s, early 40s. She was a looker too.
you're a nasty bastard.
I'm just saying, man. She said, you know, she said, I was on here looking for people with my last name. I said, well, the DNA is right here. So that's the point I'm bringing
Mhm.
up. So must have been either the great grandfather, because the great grandmother, they were 7 years apart before she come over. They first came here. They came to Pennsylvania, and then they went back to Italy and came back again.
Right, not to be fucked with.
Well, pretty much happening. Then they got a town. That's where my grandfather got his name, Albino. It's mostly rock in a few what do you call those? Where you got the land like in valley, but you know, like part of a hill. Or, I forget what it's called, but there ain't much in the way of making some money there, you know. Well, who's got that squawking? Is it you? The son
Or at
of
least
the boy got a watch.
That's that Angeles City Morse code going on behind it.
Oh yeah. So it was JB's girlfriend, a nice lady?
yeah, she's a real nice girl. 37 years old, no kid, working in Hong Kong for the last 10 years. I'm talking to her right now as we speak.
That's her get your freak on, friend?
Oh no, I asked her. I said, look, I got a question I gotta ask you. She didn't answer for about 30 minutes. Then I said, okay, bye. I got to go. She said, oh, what is your question? Now you want to ask the question. I said, go take your bath. And I can't remember what it was, but go ahead, take your bath. I'll remember it when you get back.
Would you say
Oh, nice.
a friend of JB?
Yeah. She's still breathing because she came home to bury her mother.
Oh, she was OFW. She's back.
She's back in Hong Kong. She left on Tuesday.
Oh,
She came back. What was that been? What, 2 years now?
Who?
JB.
JB.
Hell
Yeah,
no.
from Hong Kong.
Not 2 years ago. JB was there in 22.
Oh,
You're
almost
kind
5
of
years
talk.
ago.
It sounds like you're talking from the bottom of a can.
Cause I'm deep in the hole, bruh.
That's all he
Oh,
can
yeah.
rent from Will now. Will moved him.
Uh-oh. Got you in the closet, huh?
May well be my.
Did you take over Gary's former dungeon?
No, we up top. We ain't at the bottom.
Yeah, he must be tapping that ass every day. I haven't heard from him since he first got here.
Oh, where you hear this from?
I hope it didn't kill him.
Just saying, he said the woman was around his age now. I don't know what he means by
Haven't heard
around,
from him in a long time.
you know.
Yeah, Gary, he a walking motherfucker now. Don't get it twisted. He can hit that pussy and still maintain. If he can walk all the way to the fucking grocery store in Maryland,
You know,
and then he catches the bus back because they got packages, you know. Just because he's 73.
Well, he must be busy because I haven't heard. He messaged me right after he got there and sent me a short
Yeah.
video of his apartment window, what he can see out there. And
well, I
then,
didn't see that.
and then I haven't heard anything for what 10 days now or more, 2 weeks.
How long you been there?
He's busy. He got there
No,
August 1st. Stayed in the hotel 6 days after he got there. Then he moved into that apartment. So
all right, yeah, that's what. How long it's been since I've spoken
he's
to
been
him.
in the apartment for what, about 17 days now, because that was August 6th.
Mm-hmm.
So he's getting accustomed to life, I guess.
Right? Because you know, Gary, even back in the day during the pandemic, he was leery getting on the live.
Yeah.
So what he keep private, he keep private.
Well, I hope he's
Hey,
left his apartment since then. But
you know how they nowadays. You give yourself a trim once in a while is always a thing to do. And I was just thinking back to these stupid B movies or these porn movies. And these dudes would cut the hair, but only around his dick. It looks so stupid, man.
Anthony, where did this come from?
It's like a Cabbage Patch dog. I'm think of the old guy. You're old.
Kiko, what we gonna do with Tony?
Come on. God,
All
What's
I know
happening?
is,
What's happening in the horror? What's happening in the horror way?
well, Mount Taal, the volcano Taal that erupted and shit, and it's spewing out motherfucking volcanic smog, fucking up the air quality, giving everybody breathing problems.
oh, really? When did that go off?
I don't know, but the VA sent me an email saying if you having problems breathing, coughing, phlegm, and all that shit, if you want an early appointment, contact us. I said no. I'm almost worked through it. I didn't know that volcano went off.
So they want you to drive through the volcano ash to come to the VA facility for them to check you out.
Yeah, I said no. That's just. I mean, I can wait for my appointment on the 25th. But I didn't know it blew, and the air quality around Angeles, because you know the shit drifted from Cavite up this way. And I thought, I fell asleep with the air con and the fan on. I'm waking up with cough and phlegm. It was that bullshit that was in the air. I talked to Michael the other day. Well, Michael talked to all of us the other day. and a rubber.
Yeah.
I told him to shut up and stop talking about how much money you got in the bank and all this shit on live stream.
Who's asking him that?
Nobody asking him, he's volunteering
Oh, man, why is he doing that?
because he ain't never had money.
Well, probably makes him feel good to have somebody. The wife of his will. She'll figure out how to.
She don't know either. Take it from me. 4 people
She might-
that cut money.
She might know.
Oh, she don't until I told her. I had to type it in the private chat while I was on this live stream. Shut the fuck up. Rich people don't talk about what money they got, so you shouldn't either.
No, I think that was on a backstage one when Kiko and I and Simon were there. But that's just what I get. I just don't discuss that. And I had a sister-in-law that asked me. I said, you know what? You don't have. I said that's rude. You don't ask somebody that if you want to go and volunteer your numbers, then that's your business.
Right.
But why? So you're curious. She's curious, and I tell her. All of a sudden, he can do this. He can do that for us. Fuck that.
And then while I'm sitting there listening to the live stream for like the third fucking time, different live streams now. Well, I got a car. I got 3 places I rented. What? Shut the fuck up.
3 places he rents, including to
Why
himself.
does he have 3 places?
Because that's what he said. One at the house, they're gonna renovate it, fix it up. Then they got another place. I don't know what that one for, and then the one he's already in.
Well, they're all a close walk to the store.
It's a stone
Or
throw.
the eye doctor or whatever.
Yeah. And he can be bragging. I got the van. It's a big. Michael, shut the fuck up.
How can you can never drive because he drinks so much that his blood system would still have alcohol in it no matter what time of day.
Wait, he's got a van?
Yeah, used
One of those little mini cab vans?
a mystery van like in Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo. Ruh-roh.
Bro,
Right?
Yeah,
Oh,
ruh-roh.
Ray.
Michael's driving. Get out of the way.
he's not Michael is professional like the professor. How many times have I told you I done drunk, drinking, and shit happen? Because I know what the fuck I'm doing. This motherfucker gets off lethargic and shit from the pills he takes and driving on liquor. He's gonna run into some shit.
I hope he's got a young nephew or someone with a driver's license that drives him around everywhere.
Shit.
Ain't nobody got no license.
No, I
Yeah,
don't
that's
need
true.
one. Well, he might be on right now. Look and see, Christian. I think Michael's with us there. Michael,
High
Michael,
five,
come over. What is
Tony.
that? What a surprise!
Tony, put
I
5
missed you.
comment up.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah,
Hello.
I haven't seen her in ages.
Yeah. How's life?
Well, she's in the big time now.
What's up, Chris Shaw? Woo-hoo.
Yeah. Whoa, look at that. Been doing some work.
How are you, Professor?
Who is that? Baeza?
Baeza. Baeza.
Baeza? What's going on, girl? It's, as we say back home, walaikum assalam.
Taking care of everybody here.
What?
Back and forth. I bet you Michael's with us.
You got
I
4
bet you
viewers plus the lurkers.
4 or 5. Talking about.
Well, who's the mystery one, Michael?
Yeah, hey, Michael's here. Maybe the Twitch, bro. Maybe the Twitch there.
Come on up, Michael.
Maybe it's your boy.
The Twit. Huh. Twit. Listen, man, there ain't no way a leopard don't change them spots, man. You know, if you're this age and you're still a loser, you'll always be a loser.
Pfizer, I miss all my friends. You know what I'm
Ronald
saying?
misses everybody.
Well, we're the only ones he has, you know.
Say what? Anthony, I got
I remember one time I was on with Christian and Ronald, and Ronald says, "You know, I'm the only friend you got."
That's right.
But Christian is too. It was. I just let you roll.
Where's Mr. Simon from the great UK?
Simon
Oh,
with the pigeons the day before the race, man.
Oh yeah, it might be racing day.
Ask him how many times he's had them pigeon his claws sunk in his nutsack.
yeah.
They don't go down there. They can smell.
Now Michael was running for about 17 hours or something crazy.
17 hours.
Something like that. Because I woke
But
up and
after about 4, you're not audible.
no, Michael, he's about to go on at 9:30 tomorrow. 9:30
Yeah.
p.m. He already got it notified, posted and everything.
Our time?
Yeah,
Philippine time.
Philippine
Yeah.
time, 9:30, huh? Tomorrow.
9:30 p.m. No,
9:30 a.m. for you.
tonight.
Yeah.
It's 9 o'clock right now. It's what, 8:58 right now.
8:58.
Yeah.
He gonna be on
Hey,
at 9.
Michael, you can't be muscling in on somebody else's life.
You need to make him an offer you can't refuse.
You know, you got 6er, 12er, 24. I'm going to tell you guys some good beer to buy over here, and it only costs 625 peso for a case. It's that snow beer from China. That stuff's pretty good. The only thing bad about that can is it's good when you keep it refrigerated. It's good for a year, but they don't date theirs like we do, and they got that old pull top tap. You know, you got to watch that sucker, man.
Wow, I haven't seen one of those in ages.
All right,
Yeah, well, the fucking cans are sealed.
Kiko, I'm trying to get used to the milk.
Oh yeah.
I bought this milk like 3 weeks ago. It don't expire till 2025.
Wow.
That's pretty good milk.
From
man.
some bionic goat or something?
No, that's got to be soy milk or some shit.
I have no clue. No, it's real milk.
It's not
No,
bad.
well, that comedian Louis Black said, he said, "There's no fucking." He goes, "I just brought my fist to somebody's face." He goes, "Ain't no such thing as fucking cow milk."
Oh, Tony, did you hear about the
He said,
American?
"Remember?" Huh?
Did you hear about the American in Thailand? He was saved by the police because he was getting gored by this cow. This idiot,
Oh, yeah?
buck naked. Like I guess he tried to bone the cow. The cow wasn't having it, and
I went in the mood. Should have picked a pig.
he was on some serious drug.
Yeah, no kidding. That's.
Oh.
Is he trying to fuck a bull? He should be with a female. Man.
I don't know.
There's a strombone.
Up in there sword fighting. You know what I mean?
It's a strombone, a bull without balls.
Oh my.
They arrested his naked ass. He was buck naked.
You know you're flipped out when you do that.
He on some drugs.
What do they call those? Bath salts?
What nationality was he? Was he American?
Yeah.
That's a sad day for America.
Yeah, he ain't the only one.
You know what?
Sad
Maybe
tales over there.
Harris have him come over and give a speech while they got the DNC down in Chicago there.
Hey, I ain't worried about none of them knuckleheads.
I just have to be on TV, you know, radio and shit. Whoa. That dude, man, I remember that Perot's vice president, that admiral. That guy was a fucking lush, man. He just sit there going, what's his name? That got killed, the comedian from Saturday Night Live, Phil Hartman. He was doing him, portraying him in a skit, talking like that. You imagine that, man? Fucking money up. Man, but I had.
Kill himself.
No, his wife killed him and then killed herself. Yeah, that was a great loss for comedy.
Tony, why would you worry about it? They ain't running the show anyways.
No. They ain't running nothing.
They can do all the liquor they want.
Mm-hmm.
That guy, but he was like, give me a break. This is the best.
I tried not to talk about politics. Me and Dirty Sarge got into it like 40 times.
Didn't take that long, did it?
Yeah, I kept egging him on.
What did you do?
The last thing I posted was, the fuck was it? Hillary Clinton raised $300 million or some shit like that. All right, Ronald, you don't have to put that in here. But we squashed it. So we don't talk about politics no more. We just talk about whatever we talk about.
Politics and religion.
Yeah, because I'm like here. I don't understand how these veterans serve the military honorably, and they lining up with Trump like, oh, us suckers and losers.
That's a problem. You just said you try to understand. You ain't never gonna be able to.
If we military and our motto is we don't leave no man behind, and then our commander in chief calls us suckers and losers, where do you go from there?
Yeah. Well, I can call all kinds of shit out of my life. Don't bother me.
I know, but this motherfucker ain't never gonna be president again, unless he's president of Mar-a-Lago.
Well, look at the best they're throwing at him. The Democrats fucked that up so bad. After Obama, they could have had anybody they wanted. They picked the stupidest fucking person. Holy shit!
No, they picked the two right motherfuckers. I'm telling you, they picked. I didn't like the pick either, but
somebody made a funny comment. It said, listen to her talking about how high stuff is today when it's her own little circle there that did all this shit. That Bidenomics or some shit. Well, how do you talk your way out? You're talking about getting out of a hole that your fucking partner put us in.
Tony, you must not know your history. We still working off of the trickle down effect. When Reagan started that crap, it never worked. And then
economics.
Cleaned it up, left with a deficit. He left with a surplus. Bush came in there, left with a deficit. Obama came in, cleaned it up. Trump came in, left a fucking deficit. Who gonna clean it up? Democrats always, Tony, the Democrats always clean up the Republicans' mess. Check their history.
Clinton came in, everything that's done as over a 4-year period, you start to reap the benefits toward the end of that 4 years. So when Billy came in there, he benefited from the people before him.
Clinton had 8 years.
8. I got 5. I'm working on it though.
And when he left more money in the treasury than any Republican ever did. And all the Republicans know it. He left a fat ass surplus. Here comes George W.
He said, Trump said, Dave Chappelle did a thing. Trump, he said all about this. Trump said it was the whole system was rigged, you know, and somebody asked him, how do you know that? Because I used it, just like everybody else.
Yeah, right. No.
I don't get wound up over dick no more. I'm in a part of my life that my days ain't it's fewer than they were back then. So I call on all the young people to pick up to carry on the fight because I'm fucking tired of it.
I know, but you know, a regular person like be treated like they want to be treated. A regular person like to go back into the store and buy what they can buy with their money. Regular person like to respect everybody's differences. No. We can't have it. These idiots talking about we only want white Christian men to hold government. What?
Yeah. I like watching my Senate here when they got nominated for a Supreme Court and all that. I like listening to the Louisiana guy, Kennedy, John Kennedy from Louisiana. He said, "Do you believe in a tooth fairy?"
He's a fucking clown. He is a straight ass fucking clown. The only reason why they keep his ass in there.
He's a funny one.
We need a village idiot, and he's it.
There you go. Oh, Michael got chit chat 7 minutes ago. He's muscling in on my time now. You might have to take that bottle of pale pills and crack him in the head with it. Yeah, I gotta tell you. Hey, I gotta tell you something. It was a true story too. This guy I worked with, his dad, Big John, his name was. He was alcoholic, you know. So Scott, his son, he was more like one dude said he looked like E.T., you know. But the dude was a boxer. He didn't take shit from nobody. He was about fucking 4'10" maybe, and he had 3 boys, you know. And I saw him at the ballpark once, doing parking, you know, handling the parking spots. And he said, I said, what do you make here? He goes, they give me like $10 an hour and all the beer I can drink. You know, so his ex-wife has, well, I don't even know anymore, but he lived down the street from a bar, and his wife came in there once with a fucking iron skillet and cracked him over the head and drug him out of there like a fucking cave woman.
Damn.
You hear that fucking bubble?
She's straight pumped.
I said, Scotty, Dad, heard it. Oh, fucking. It knocked him out, is what it did.
You see my avatar, Tony, right?
I don't know where you at, man. Let me blow that up.
That's a military ceremony.
Oh, there you go. You're presenting the flag.
Right. Walter's anniversary coming September 4th.
Hey, you know, when I gave my mom my dad's the fucking trumpet took a shit. The balsa wood for the, what do you call them? You moisten them up. Just he's ready to play. He's ready to play in the fucking thing. Now, all these years ago, my ex-wife's second one, her father was in the military. They're about the same age. And I said, yeah, my dad went in, and he went in toward the end of the war because his older brother went in there, about 5 years difference in age. He idolized him, so he went in there. I said, yeah, he went in toward the end of the war, so you didn't have to go fight, go to war. All these years I told him this, now they're all dead. My mom says, no, he didn't do that. He when he went in, he got sick. He was in the hospital for like 2 months.
Yeah.
I said, damn, man.
What I say.
That's where her dad went. I go, fuck, now maybe my dad, well, it ain't like he didn't have it coming, but I felt like kind of, fuck, shitty, man. She tells me all this stuff now about him that I would have handled it and dealt with it in a different way. Not not hear about it until after he's gone. They don't.
Well,
It would have helped me understand how big of an asshole he was, or how to work.
timing is everything, Tony.
StreamYard. Who'd you send this? Who'd you send? What do you call it to? Oh, that's Michael's.
Yeah, that's Michael Wink.
I'm protesting now, man. Yeah, I gotta put my foot down, man. You gotta come on here, and everybody's asking about him. He said to me once about somebody asking about him. I go, what the fuck do you want to know? I said, because people care about you, man.
My boy Mike called me this morning. Yo, I just called to check up on you, see if you're all right. I'm like, yo, man, I got a plan. I'm going down to the VFW, and they're going to do some eye screening. So I took my driver's wife. Huh?
Iron Mike from Washington?
Yeah. He called me every day
Uh,
just to check on me, make sure I ain't,
You got to avoid it. Well, you got to stop avoiding his day now that you left.
Yeah, they all worried about me. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm back.
You must have been out there passing out the bottles, man.
No, it wasn't none of that. I went down to the VFW, Kiko. I got my lifetime membership all paid up in full, so I go up there and then get my little 10% discount on the grub. Got me a Philly cheesesteak out of there this morning. It ain't the same.
What?
Yeah, they had, Philly cheesesteak on the menu, so I said, okay, I'll get one. Man, it ain't nothing but cheese and meat and bread and onion.
Look, man, anything that sounds like it's from back home, ain't nothing like it. When they say, I went to a place, Weagles, and they said the bird meat, they give it the fucking, it's like the meat on the bones would be like what a dog would be gnawing on it, toward the end of the thing. And then they got this thing called a ice cream float. The motherfucker don't float. It's a graham cracker. It's a graham cracker with what is that tasty cheesecake stuff called? The mix. Huh?
You say tasty cake?
It's a graham cracker with like cheesecake filling at the bottom, and it said mango float. It was called. They had one little tiny fucking
Cheese whiz.
They had one tiny little mango cut sliced on there.
Cheesecake ain't nothing but cream cheese. Philly cream cheese?
Yeah. Well, when it came, I go, I'm thinking, oh, great, man. Ice cream float, fuck yeah. Oh no. When I looked, I had to look like, what the fuck is this?
Look like an ice cream.
But I come to the realization, though, but things are going to be called what they call, made the way they're made, and there ain't nothing I can do about it, so let it go.
Right?
But don't make pizza and tell me it's pizza when fucking everything but a pizza. The only two things it has in common is the name and then it's round.
Damn.
That's good, man. We got these ones from Yellow Cab Pizza. Out of all the ones around here, that's as good as you're gonna get it. And the first time I got one, that fucker must went crazy who made it with the what do you call it, shaker? What I can't even think of what they call it. It's real good for you, but it smells. Breath gets stinky from it. What the fuck is it called? I can't even think.
Kiko, can you think of what he's talking about?
Garlic. They look like the top must have come off when they were hosing it down, man. Like, no. But other ones you would, no, there's no taste to the sauce. Others put vinegar on there and try to doctor it because I'm thinking to myself, I asked a question once on YouTube. I said, don't they have they got an embargo on tomato paste because they don't hardly anybody uses anything, and then when they do, they don't spice it up. And that's all I'm looking for. Pizzeria type pizza.
Right? Even if
I
it's
thought
just
about
cheap.
Hey, I thought, well, before I found out my son's wedding, I said, I'd have lost all kinds of weight, went down there and started up on about 3 of them bad boys while I'm there. You get the big mic on there or something?
Yeah.
Try it.
What is this?
Mango apple.
Mango apple. Okay, thank you, sis. I gotta try a shake. Hold on. It's mango apple. Hang on.
Not bango, man.
Oh, I'm gonna be shitting tonight.
Uh-oh.
Mm,
Clean as a whistle. You buy it on the street. You buy it on the street.
who you calling Cletus?
Who?
Katrina just made a mango apple shake or a smoothie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she told me to try it. So isn't that bad?
Yeah.
I just got
Here,
rid of Tanola.
my wife went to a place called Mr. Scoop, and they made a mango something or other. It had like a little sprinkle of cinnamon on it, and they were fantastic, man. But I was eating them suckers like 2 a day for a while. Then they stopped putting in a couple pieces of mango only, and then this flavor wasn't there no more, so I stopped buying them.
All right. I was waiting for a strawberry milkshake, but we eating healthy now. We got gym memberships, so
Might
we
be
gonna
waiting.
the gym we go to is 24 hours. We got a little fob. You can open up the door anytime you want.
Anytime fitness.
That's right, Mr. Bosetti.
Well, mine was like that. I used to go when I was on nights. I went there after my about 1 o'clock in the morning, depending on what time I got off. I go in there and do a little. But before that, though, man, I was starting to change. People at work were noticing, and then I forget what happened. So I've been there. And bulked up, and then lost it again. When I weighed 162, I went in there. I used to go there with my friend. I was up to 185, and when I stopped working out, I kept eating all the cardboard shit. But my stomach was so fucking fat, fatter than it is now. I couldn't even buckle my jeans, get them closed. I looked like I had the belly of a 9-month pregnant woman.
Well, we decided we're gonna quit the smoking, cut back on the fried food because we ain't frying shit. We using air fryer now.
Hey,
And
Joey Marlino smokes and he works out.
what?
Joey Marlino from Philly.
Who the hell is he?
The mob guy. Joey Marlino was the last admitted boss of Philadelphia.
To prison.
Yeah, well, he's out now. He's been out for a while.
Oh, he out now? Mm-mm.
That dude's got a six-pack ab like the dude from Steven Tyler from Aerosmith.
That's what I'm trying to get, a six-pack, because this little puff here got to go.
Well, that means but you can't live on water alone.
I told you, I just got finished eating canola.
Who are you gonna work out with?
Look up with my damn self. Don't nobody have my regimen scheduled.
I used to like those machines they had because it was a safe way of pressing, bench pressing.
Yeah.
How,
They
how
gave
was he- Oh,
They
man.
gave us other place. We walked around, saw all the machines. They got Zumba room, they got locker room, showers, and then they showed us all the equipment.
Is that Anytime Fitness over there?
Yeah, anytime.
I got a T-shirt from there. We don't
Right?
got them here. That ain't you can't. They got a gym here, but it's one of those where anytime they'll have you wipe up your sweat to give you these.
You hear that?
Huh?
You hear that thunder?
Uh-uh.
It's rolling around here. Might be a brown.
You got thunder, or are you talking about your thing there?
Nigga, please. I'm talking about the damn panahun, the weather.
'Cause I was gonna say, man, that's maybe they're talking about that on Michael's channel right now.
No, I just drank that couple of sips of that mango. It didn't work that fast.
Yeah, it does, man. All that sugar. Unlimited with me, man. I went to Robinson's because they don't sell. You can't get shit at Pure Gold here. But I saw another American guy from Oregon. Forget the name of Olympia Life. The dude's his wife's family had this land right on the ocean. So he built this like for a second home. But as time went on, he kept making more improvements. Now he's got he's got nice water pressure because he's got a big what do you call it up there with a motor on it. So I haven't heard from him in ages. But he was going back and forth for a while. He was here during the pandemic, and he was homesick. But him and his wife toured Asia for 10 months. I don't know what kind of bank. He had early retirement at whatever you guys call the cable company there on the West Coast. And he's between 50 and 57. I don't even know, but it's pretty. I'm thinking to myself, he's going to come back. He was going to buy a place in Vegas, and then he thought, "What are we doing here, man?" They came back to the Philippines, and 2 years later, they went to all these Asian countries and all these cities. So I don't know what kind of. Well, for me, dude, I got. I could get a 4-wheel drive right now, but last year I could have had one. There's one left, and that thing usually sells for 38,000, and they had it for 31. Brand new 2.8. But all I need, I got the 2-wheel drive, but the problem is the 2-wheel drive is that it has street tires on it. So when I'm dealing with that mud, man. I take off the traction control because that traction control limits the RPMs, it like bogs it down. So, but if I get some, with Goodrich all season radio, they got a pretty good, what do you call it? I only got 1,600 kilometers on it. Man.
You got a winch on it?
Huh?
You got a winch on it?
No, I didn't do none of that, man. I want to get a roll top for uh, the bed, and then a roll bar, different tires. It's best here to have something that's lower and wider. When you have skinny and tall, that's when you have problems with you got to watch what you do when you hit corners, but when you're low, and this helped me out one time. I got to tell you this: me and my mom were coming back from Ohio from Uncle's funeral, and we were heading west, and the freeway actually had like a serious freaking dogleg turn, man. And I'm doing about 75, and I'm like, I can't turn the wheel. What if I can't turn the car? It's just going straight. And all I could do, I backed off. I took my foot off the accelerator, and then when I slowed it down, and I could make the turn. But lower and wider, that car was low and wide, so a lot better ride, better traction.
If I was you, I'd say a winch.
I have a 2-wheel drive, but I was thinking about my point to all this is I was thinking about getting a 4, which now, because I should have got one when I could have, it would cost me about $13,000 out of my pocket with my truck. And I thought to myself, I like having that nest egg in case I got to have surgeries. I already got a gallstone that was fucking, oh my God. That was worse than any ass kicking I ever got in my life. I didn't know what was happening. But the doctor said, that's like about a $2,600 out of my pocket, which would save me over going home and having it done. It would save me about $500+ for airfare, and then you got to go see the guy. You got to fucking stroke you along so they make a little money off you. They have that thing, and I told the dude was doing the ultrasound. He's like, I don't know why. I said, what do you do? Zap it with that laser? I don't know why people say that. I said, well, we don't know, man. Most people identify with that shit like that. Just like when people talk about Pasay, they'll go, where's that? As soon as you say Manila, oh yeah. Then they really, then they know. So, the little dude was being a little cocky, man. So I thought I'd have to speak up for everybody around. My sister's boyfriend's got a Tesla, and I asked him when I saw him. I said, "Is that weird driving it? What's it like?" Why doesn't everybody say that? Because we don't have one, man. If you don't want to answer questions, have personal plates made. Don't ask. Shit like that. So we got here in the background here, Christian. I already lost. I lost one person. Christian, when you coming over this way? Ronald's here. He goes hard to get him. He's as hard to get over here as it was Gary.
Will is here. Dice is here. Prime is still up in the air.
Who?
Got
Oh, I ain't gonna live too far from that nest. Ain't gonna live too far from that golden egg there. It takes a long time. So it takes a while to, last week a couple of times I thought to myself, you know what? If I was still married, I could be down one of them old fuckers living in Florida. But only a bit though. I like where I am today, and I like who I know. Who I have. it took me. I took the long road here, but I gained quite a bit for the time I've been here. You know.
Christian,
Thanks to all
is that just a vacation, or are you going to move for a while?
Thailand, November, man. This year. You're gonna go to Thailand without visiting me here?
Well, he said he was gonna go Thailand first.
Well, he has home base there. But around here ain't nothing like it is where he'll be. Kind of good thing too. Slow shit down. That's nothing wrong with that.
Hey, is that Michael's link you put up there?
Yeah, that's Michael's. Ronald did that.
Is anybody over there right now, Ronald? Can you see?
Sure got four back here.
So far, he's got one person watching. That's me. You got a thumbs up from somebody. Now you got 3 people watching.
Tell him to come here, man. Say hello to everybody.
You tell him.
I did. Now it's your turn.
No, he's here. Would you talk to him on Messenger?
Yeah. There's a while ago. I got this house thing going on. It's constant construction here. I got a little extra room I'm making for the refrigerator and the stove. And then I got a storage on the other side of there, and that's pretty big. That one, it's about, oh man, about 8 feet by 15, something like that. And I got a big window in the wall between, so I can flip on the light switch and look inside because it's a mirror glass. The only way they can see me is if I turn the light on in the kitchen, you know, where I am. Otherwise, I flip that. I got a solar thing. I got a remote on there. So,
Well, you
it's
know,
so. Listen, the 3 guys I got working now. When they first, well, two of them were on the other crew, but I didn't get it done faster when I had more people. That was bullshit. But these guys now, when they came here, they had to undo some of the things that all those other guys did, and they had to right the ship and then start from square one, you know. So very, very, yeah, this guy that's running the show now, if he were in America, man, he'd be making top. He'd be making top money because he knows what he's doing. He's good at it, very, very good at it. Well, anyway, I could probably let Christian sleep in that storage room.
yeah,
Yeah. Give me a little. Doctor here said I couldn't have no coffee or nothing, man. And I read other articles. One doctor said, "Boy, if you can only drink more than 6 to 8 cups, because after that, man, you're chatty Cathy and you're shaking." So the information that you read is a lot of times it's old and it's not dated. There's no date on it. You don't know when somebody said yesterday or somebody said 2 years ago. Can't set a date yet, huh? Oh, okay. I'll give you the computer room here. You have to get you one of them air mattresses. Oh, in my bedroom, I've been seeing it for weeks, man, and like that's time. And the walls got this. It's water. There's like water on it, you know. And I'm thinking, what the hell, you know? So I asked the other guy to come in. I noticed some of the concrete on the wall, the skin coat was crumbled, and the air conditioner is not tilted down enough, and all this water aside is beating up and then working its way back to the house. The inside and outside, that portion's got to get redone. But that was due because they didn't do it with a level. No way, can't be. Uncle Christian.
Yeah, I don't know why I need to log in. Uh,
Log in. What'd you say? Gonna be what? 6 months. Thought Ron left us.
I'm listening.
Who left? Christian.
Kiko still there?
Gonna be 6 people. Now you got the L for. Gonna be 6 months Thailand, 6 months no.
It's for loser.
Ah, no, it ain't.
Yeah, it's all about the tax system. If I want to stay outside of Norway more than 6 months, I need to tell the government.
That's because you're on
And
disability.
there's a lot of paperwork. And I haven't set a date on which date in November I'm going to Thailand yet. So how can I set a date on which day I'm going to the Philippines?
That's right.
Well, you work it out.
Yeah, I'll work it out. But
See?
But no,
So you're gonna go back to Norway from May to November, huh?
yeah, something like that.
Cut some of them cold months out of there.
Yeah.
That's gonna feel like. Look, I like it like this. Do I put shoes on to go to pants to go to immigration and shoes? I feel like I got a winter coat on, but I flip flops and shorts. I wear a shirt. I put it on in the morning to drive the kid and the wife to school. I come back, I take it off. That's I wear it, and I'll go back to pick them up. So I wear it a total of an hour a day, mostly. Can't go in the mall like that.
Yes, I will try to find a cabin in Sweden because Sweden is just 10 minutes drive from me here, and it's cheaper to rent in Sweden than it is in Norway at the moment. So
Say hello to my cousins over there. Joe, mine too big on cold weather or fish, so I don't know where the hell I came from. All of that, man. Hey, where's the last name Dodge come from? Is that English? UK?
What name?
Dodge.
That's an American name.
yeah, sounds
Like the
American.
car.
Dodge a
Well,
bullet.
there was a woman over there in where was it? England. One was your typical Mary Smith, like there's millions of those. But the great grandfather, the great great grandfather, I think they went to Ireland for shipbuilding. So but oh my God. How can I have that bloodline and I don't know, I have to learn to eat. That's what most people here do. Plus my liver is fatty, so gotta try to undo that.
And why I wouldn't live in the Philippines is one, I couldn't handle the brownouts or blackouts or whatever you call them.
That's why I'm putting
10 hours without even a fan or anything
oh,
in the
no, how
house.
much I thought to myself, I'll put in some kind of soaking tub, just something to go into when they do that shit, because all you're doing is laying around thinking about coming back. But
Yeah.
you know,
What if it's 12 hours without electricity? You cannot cook any food. You cannot watch TV. You cannot have a fan, so you
you
cool
can
down
cook,
all it.
you can cook food, and you can run fans. You got solar panels.
If you have solar panels, yeah. If I rent an apartment, I don't think they
Oh,
have solar panels there.
uh, no. Well, you need to rent one that has a pool on the premises.
So I'll be in the
They
pool
usually
for
got,
12 hours.
hey, they usually got the pool that don't only accommodate 100, and the neighborhood's got 500. So, so you're gonna get to know your neighbors real good.
No, thank you. So Philippines is okay for a visit, a holiday, spend a week or two. I think that will be enough for me. And the infrastructure in the Philippines are kind of like Norway in the 1900s.
Well, it's about lining your pockets here. But if they did any different, it wouldn't be what it is. I'm just a guest here, man. So I'm doing trying my hardest to lay in the background without saying anything. But I acted like a whining foreigner when I was at the hospital once. They said, how long have you fasted? You know, I said, well, they have a thing. It's 10 hours. I said, 12 hours. That's over fasting. What the fuck is over fasting? What is that? You know, but nobody knows. It's our policy. That's all they say. So this time when I went there, I go, he said, is your husband been fasting? I said, yeah, 10 hours. What time did he take? Okay, 10 o'clock last night was from 10 o'clock to 6 o'clock. You know, or 9 o'clock. So, yep, I learned how to do that one. The thing is when you have a something a certain way, but you can't explain why. You just because it's what it is. I said, I've been fasting for all my life for procedures or whatever, and I've never heard of overfast. What the fuck is that? They make it.
You're talking about fasting, like not eating food?
Yes, yes. I asked the doctor, they can't even tell me.
Well, if you're over fasting, then you're going to die.
Yeah, well, I ain't talking about 48 or 72 hours.
But yeah, today people think they need to eat 5 times a day,
No.
and that's why the body is faster declining because you eat too much.
So I had this, well, they don't want you eating, whatever reason, it's a mystery. Don't eat 10 hours. Don't do 12 because we'll send you home, you know. But I had the lady or the thing or it or whatever it was. I asked my wife, I go, is that a man or a woman, you know? And they kept trying to, and the lady or the person says, I don't think you know. And I said, I fucking don't think you know.
Oh, you're thinking about they say not over fasting in the hospital.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
because if you eat after the hours they say, it's more likely that you poop yourself under an operation. Um,
It,
and if you don't eat, let's say you don't eat for 24 hours, your body might be too weak to get through the operation because it's hard for your body to experience what it's experiencing.
well, I know I was in the hospital for a week when they took that freaking uh, cyst that was put pressure on my brain. I was in there a week, and I went home for 2 weeks now, still fucking shit, you know, feeling like that. It makes you realize how the body doesn't like to be invaded, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, with the fasting, they said 10 hours, not 12. So, I mean, when you ask a doctor, then they start laughing, but they can't tell you. But again, you should know the policy. Well, I'm just trying to understand here.
But maybe their English is not as perfect as your English, so they're trying to tell you that
No,
you don't need to fast for 12 hours. 10 hours is enough.
well, I don't know what over does it to you. I've been over fasting for my doctor's appointments or whatever in America all my life, so I don't know what that means. I mean, yeah, I'm in bed. I'm in bed
So
before.
I think what they mean with over fasting is you don't need to fast longer than they say.
That's all it is. They can't tell you why, but it just is. Huh. I'm like, man, clue me in on this shit too. I'm trying to fit in here, man. But when I came back, when I had to go through another round, that's what I did when I had the uvula shaved down. The doctor goes, I never seen one that long. That's I hear it all the time. Now Mom, you tell, what's his name to come over here?
Hmm?
Ron was saying Michael had a live stream going on,
Okay.
and people haven't seen him in a long time. Not everybody.
Oh, he had a live stream a couple of days ago.
Yeah, we want to see
I
how
know.
his beard's going.
And he was rather like normal. So sorry, I can't support like that. It's
Was
So I'm
Jack
leaving.
on his
Um,
Jack on the live stream?
yeah.
I'm giving the beer a break
Yeah,
here
maybe
for a
that was
while.
yesterday, maybe.
I'm giving the beer a
But
break
yeah,
and go out.
he and
I
Jack
haven't
was
seen
on.
Michael since he went to Manila when it was that, a couple months ago.
Wow, yeah. Well, when I told him to talk to you, you talked to him, didn't you? I told him you. He said, "Well, I got a couple of pieces of land. I can't be around for everything." I'm like, okay, man. I'm just asking. I'm saying people have been asking about you, how you're doing. That's all.
It's like, you mean he gets out of that chair, out of the
Yeah.
old apartment?
Every place he's ever lived at over there. Well, I only know of two. The one he was in, this one. He always says that he's got to go to the doctor or whatever, and it's just around the corner. Everything is just around the corner.
But I listened to the stream earlier. Do you say that Michael is poor?
No,
Because
that's the truth.
he normally always said before that he had so much money.
No, he just came into somewhere his disability back there or something. Ron knows about that, whatever the veteran thing.
Huh.
So, but the point was that there's a few of us here that doesn't know what was going on, because the transition from he said he might keep the place they're at now. I thought they were renting it, but apparently, so it's probably because the only peace he gets is when nobody's around. Now you get a bigger place or some other kids, some other nieces or nephews living with him too, I guess. Could be wrong. I don't know. When you have somebody's day to day what they do and it's altered, sometimes it's a bit much for them.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. I like the way I have my day. I like to plan shit out so I don't rush for nothing. I can take all fucking day to get. Matter of fact, but since we've been getting up, because next year the kid will go to school in the afternoon, 1 to 5, but this year I haven't gotten up that early in ages, man. So I'm freaking tired again, halfway through the day. And what I really like here is when the guys doing the construction are not here, any of the other cousins, it's so freaking peaceful. But anyway, other than that, so you gonna be out of your house this fall, Christian? Are they gonna to give you a timetable, or are you just going?
No, I'm just going. Yeah. I'm waiting for some dineros. But
Is someone going to live in your house or watch your house for you?
no, I have resigned from this place because they are selling it. The people who own it had a divorce,
Oh, I
and
see.
a lot of crap is happening. And you know, when women start to get the rules, they start to decide crap and invade you. And yeah, no.
So you have to
So
be out of there by a certain date. Oh,
1st of November. Yeah.
They'll be calling you back a month. Oh, please,
well,
hey,
that's a good time to make the move then.
Yeah.
Do are you going to put some of your things in storage, or do you have relatives to give it to?
Yeah, I have a big brother. I'm going to put some stuff with, and I'm trying to find a cabin I can rent in Sweden to put the rest in.
Right. Yeah, that's the main concern when you do that. Live half the time there and half the time back.
Yeah.
What do you do with your things and where you live and all that stuff? I mean, Thailand's no problem. You can rent a place for
Yeah,
any period of time.
normally when I go to Thailand, I just when you sit on the plane, you need to write where you're going to stay and blah blah blah. I just
Right.
fill out my friend's address, and then I go down there. I put all my stuff with a friend. Then I walk for 15 minutes and I find where to live, and no problem.
Mhm.
Very easy to find somewhere to live in Thailand.
And do they usually, you can rent 1 week, 1 month, 6 months, whatever you want, right?
Yeah, it depends on how much you want to pay.
Right.
If
And the
I,
price is usually better for the longer, right?
yeah, the best prices are for 1 year. Yeah. Well, let's say they have an apartment and they want 15,000 a month. If you rent to 1 year, you might get it to 12 or 13 instead.
I would do that. I just don't want to live in any high rises. You know how they have those condos that are way up in the air? I don't want one of those.
Oh, I have lived in 15th floor before.
Yeah. Not me. I just don't care. Don't care for the heights or being that high up on.
I walked through those
Well,
overpass.
it's less mosquitoes up there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I have to ask Gary if he's bought any screens for his place, because when he moved in, he said there were no screens on the window.
Oh.
That's because they're open on the door too. Gary must be getting his face full of everything, man. We haven't heard from him in a
No,
So how about you, Tony? You haven't been bitten by scorpions or ants or spiders yet?
Well, I did see a little mouse the other day here in my
he
house.
lives a sheltered life.
Because the back door, the stoop, the concrete isn't finished there, so there's this big opening.
Yeah.
The rats don't come around here no more.
My friend who live in Thailand, which I was best man for. His wife has a place up in Royet. It's almost up in border for
Laos.
Laos.
Vientiane, right?
Yeah, and he has been bitten by a brown scorpion, almost died from that, and
Wow.
bitten by a spider. He almost died after that.
Sounds like he needs a different place to live.
No, but no matter how tight you try to get your house, they will come around, you know.
You know, I was watching that old comedian that died young, Sam Kinison, popular in the late '80s, and
Sam Kinison. Yeah.
yeah, he was talking. He was talking about like world hunger and like the countries in Africa that are people are starving. He goes, I got this pretty they go to this place. I guess he experienced it once when he was preaching, and they take the food and then they go where these people live. It's pretty much like a desert, and they give it the food. I got a good idea. Why don't you just fucking move to where the food is? You don't have to bring it out here. He was in the movie School too, Rodney Dangerfield. That guy was hilarious, man. My computer's been running slow this week. Not the internet or what? Because I got the Wi-Fi modem, whatever it was right here.
Thank
Oh,
you,
man.
Faisal.
You like that? Yeah, you see that? You see that girl you got, Faisal?
Yeah, that's. You don't like her? She's look very hot.
She has more teeth than mine. I told him he should make a T-shirt in the Philippines. My wife's got more teeth than yours. Yeah, just what I want to do. Like meet a girl that has to get her fucking false teeth because they're rotten from not brushing them. Because she don't know the motion. She never watched a video on how to use a toothbrush. No, it's not a priority here, man. It's not a priority here.
Well, it's getting up to 67 degrees here. Guess I'm gonna have to cut my grass today.
Yeah, I ate a little 10-foot patch.
Yeah, 10 foot on each side of the place. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be cutting that twice a year.
But that's about 100 feet long and 10 feet. Yeah.
Takes you all of 12 minutes to do it, huh?
Well, I've never tried to set a record, but normally 20 at the leisurely pace.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I've seen guys, those guys that have those like zero turn things, and they stand up and ride up. They buzz down. I don't even know how they cut the grass. They drive so fast, But they do it. They could probably do this in 7 minutes, I would imagine.
You could have stadium looking grass where you see those different shades of green. It's all about the roller that's on it. I used to see that when I was a kid. Those Sears had those push mowers with the orange caps on it, like wheel caps, and the wooden roller. And I used to think, man, it looks like a lot of fun. And then when my father-in-law had one, and I went to cut the grass, I said, "Fuck this shit! I hate doing this."
And Christian, do you have any grass to cut where you're at?
Yeah, we have quite a big lawn.
Do you cut it, or you have someone else cut it? Or,
No, I cut it.
a push mower?
No, it has a motor, but I need to push it.
Mine's a self-propelled, man. You get used to those too. You get
Yours
spoiled.
was in Wisconsin, self-propelled.
Yeah, always, man. I've had them. I've had them when they weren't. It's a big difference, bro.
I got such a small yard. I have the old school.
Well, when you got to push it, you're all the while you're doing it, you're going, the fuck am I going? I'm gonna get one of those other ones.
Yeah.
I hate this shit.
What
Yeah,
I don't
look
like
good.
now, you know how they have the handle where you got to grab it in order for it to stay running or it'll die out. You know what I mean? It's a safety feature, right?
Yeah,
What happened?
yeah, it'll stop moving.
I was kicked.
Always,
I was kicked down the panel.
you were
Yeah,
Why?
kicked down. You were kicked down.
yeah. I changed my avatar, then I got pushed down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Never heard of that before. What time is it there by you, Christian?
4 p.m.
10 a.m. here, 10 o'clock in the evening for Tony.
Yeah. The lady, there's only one Toyota dealer here, one Kia, one Geely, you know. So it isn't like if you want a Toyota, you gotta put up with whoever you're dealing with. So I bought mine for about 29,000 US. I got less than around 1,600 kilometers. So the lady says to me, she says, "Oh, I got a connection. I can get you." I said, "What do you?" She said, "What do you want for it?" I said, "I want what I paid for it." And she said, "Oh, I can get you that." You know, and then shows me the number under about $9,000 for a new 4x4. Because Toyota over here is coming out with a different body style. It's freaking awesome looking. They're gonna have a hard time keeping up with those. But she says, I never talked to nobody else about it. So I get this message from this guy at the dealership. He's the used car manager. And every time I ask her, she said her guy could only get me 1.4 million. I said, well, I want 1.5. I said, I'd have to be an idiot to give away $5,000 plus come up with 13 for the new one. Fuck you. And but what I've gathered is her connection must be the used car manager because they must have a little extra business on the side with each other. Because every time that I mention it to her, when I say something to him, he'll talk or send a message after I've been talking to her. Every time. I said, the guy said, so I'm talking to her about getting, what I want, how much I'm going to pay. And she says, yeah, we don't do nothing through because they don't want to give you nothing. I said, when she told me I could get the 1.669 and this guy and her guy tells me 1.4, I said, that sounds like a regular car dealer. What happened to the 1.6? So today when I sent him a message, 4 times, no response. And I called her, she didn't answer the phone. She said she was off today. So I talked to her about it. I said, see what they'll do. That's just not enough for me. I just keep what I got. And I got done talking to her 10 minutes later. The dude, he sends me a message. Always after I've talked to her. I'm like, how does this guy know? How does he know I want to trade my car in or sell my truck? I never told anybody but her. So that tells me that's her connection. They do a little side business, So if I lose 5 grand, that's 5 grand. Yeah, I think it's all those guys got connections. I should have I should have got it. Well, I could have, but I'm thinking to myself, that was the mother this year going up and down this driveway. It's dirt. Then I thought, what if I had tires that are meant for doing this? It'd probably be a whole lot better because I don't really need any. I don't really need it. I think it's one of those things where you don't need. It's good to have it, and not need it, than to need it and not have it. Man, I don't know. I got the freaking- what do they call it? 146, 5 people. Michael's one of them. Come on, make a cameo here. Ronald over there, huh? Come on. Can't see that.
Yeah, he got quiet.
Yeah, he's over. He got it. Michael, I wish my camera were working, but my camera don't want to work anymore. I don't know what I did. It's frustrating because there's very few things you can do with a camera here on the settings. It's pretty much a on or off. So I've got these little keys up there in the top there. I gotta have one of my brother-in-laws come over because the microphone on my headset, if I mute the one on the computer, one on the headset still doesn't work.
But when you go to settings and cameras, you don't have a choice between cameras there.
No, down on the computer here, they got me push this here. I'll be able to read it. I think it's F7. I think it's F7. I don't really need to put it over. Call it. No, they fucking doing it. Oh, here it is. Got a PC screen only. It's a computer setting now. Number 7. Yeah, F7. PC screen only, duplicate extended, second screen only. No displays.
You're using your laptop, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So on your laptop, when you are in Streamlabs, no, StreamYard, I mean, under the four people you see Toxic Masculine, Yankee in the Philippines, the Professor, you see all those 4 small cameras, right?
Oh yeah, 4.
Under there, it says mute, start cam, settings, present, invite, leave studio.
Settings. I got camera crossed up. Let me see. Yeah, it says general camera, audio, visual. Integrated camera, 1.7.
Yeah, integrated camera, that's your camera.
Okay. Well, I got one. High definition, that's hotkeys, recording, visual, vertical, general.
So what
General
happened if you push the integrated camera?
Let me see here. Integrated camera, nothing. It just brings down the same camera numbers that's on the one I clicked on.
Yeah, but when you click on the inter camera, then you X out again. Just X out the settings.
Settings. Just popped right back. Touch up
And you,
my pen.
and you don't have a tape or anything in front of the camera, right?
No, it's the light's on. Saying Google Chrome is using the webcam.
Yeah. So I think your the built-in camera of yours is broken.
I know the nephew dropped it fucker a couple of times. Well, I figured maybe I'll give it the old American try and slap the shit out of it, you know.
But you can buy a web camera for like $10.
Yeah, I can put on my GoPro 10 or 11 on there too.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was at home, the thing with the 10, it's known for overheating, and I used to have a update thing. So when they update, I could update the camera. I forgot how to do all that shit, but I had the 10 out, just messing with the color settings,
Yeah.
and um, that was it. I've never even opened the 11. I'll probably get into making them again here because one of these friends that got on there, Steve Montel, his channel was Destination Philippines, and he got off of it for a couple of years, and recently he got back on.
Yeah.
And I said, he goes, yeah, I might end this experiment early. I go, well, what else do you got to do with yourself? Just fucking make your videos, man. You know, people either like them or they don't. It don't fucking matter, man. You gotta keep your brain working on something, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you just sat here all day, like this retirement thing for me now, I wouldn't want to go back to work for nothing, but you got to be more to your life than sitting behind this fucking computer all day long, you know. Well, when you're in the climate you're in, that's when you're kind of like fucking you're captive, you know.
Yeah.
You know it sucks to go out the door, so what else you gonna do?
Yeah.
You know, but here you 90% of the time you get up and walk outside.
Yeah. Like when I'm in Thailand, the only time I'm home, that's when I'm sleeping.
Yeah, somebody's home. What happened, man? Oh, when I click on the Google Chrome webcam, it says hide notification, block application access to webcam protection settings. That's all it is.
Yeah, you need to allow everything with your camera.
Yeah, well, there ain't much to allow. It's pretty much black and white and off, you know.
Yeah.
Say your confirmations.
I would just use $10-15 on a camera and plug it in and ready to go.
You know what? I got a Logitech before either when they went on a visit or emerged with somebody, and a friend of mine from grade school we connected with for a while. I used that camera, and that was about how much it was too. I think it was $10. Well, something like this. And he said you can see the pores in your face. Well, I forgot where it's at. And then I made a discovery here. My wife knew this. We go into a Gaisano, a department store here,
Yeah.
and they got a third floor to it. Hardly anybody goes up there. We go up there, and they sell. But hers is only an i3. You remember how slow that one was before I had? But the maker is Lenovo, and they got another one sitting there. But I didn't ask the guy what size. What's the Intel Core on that one? You know, he says 5 or 5 to 7. I'll buy that one for $100 and some bucks instead of this one costs $850 in America a couple of years ago. But, I only learn a little bit. I don't know everything you guys.
Yeah. Now, if you
I-
if you're using the PC only like you do, you can have an i3 with no problems or i5.
Hmm.
The gaming PC I have now is an i5. It's okay for streaming to one platform, but if I stream to two places at the same time,
The
that's
signal.
when that's when the computer starts to have a little problem. So every time I live stream, I need to restart my PC first. So not too many programs are started. But with an i7 or an i9, you can almost do whatever you want to do.
I looked at the download was shit. It was up there. It was in the 70s or 80s, but the upload was like fucking 24 or 12 or some shit.
Are you talking about the speed?
Yeah. Anytime you split a signal, either TV cable or whatever, you're what you had was a fantastic looking screen, you know, and then you go and split it, you lose some of that.
Yeah.
Used to run splitters all the time, man. If you have a house and you have 34 three, TVs in it or electronics, period. I rearranged I got to have these curtains. I just bought them a few weeks ago, but I have to have them hemmed up about 6 or 7 inches because I put my desk in front of my window here, so I can look out after a certain time of the day, early morning or later in the afternoon. And so it's a nice view. But I want to put my collection of Starbucks coffee mugs here. You know, I bought all my stuff off of eBay before. eBay, isn't that what it's called? But anyway, I bought it from different parts of the world. Some come from Greece. I first found these things when I was in the airport in Hong Kong. They had a like a big. It's like a porcelain cup. It's got artwork on it, whatever country or city you're in.
Mhm.
And so my first one was Hong Kong. And, I got them from a bunch of Philippine cities. So I wanted to put them out on display here, but the curtain's laying on top of the desk, so I don't want to deal with that shit all the time. But I need to get some, what do you call it, pins? I forget what you call them things, hemming pins? Is that what the proper name of? Anybody know? I think it's called you got to hem it up. Hem it up means to shorten. Yeah, I don't know what they are, man. You take a long, it's like you get one that's about 2 inches long or so, like if somebody's designing clothes, they can, shorten it up by sticking these pins in to bring up the material, shorten it up. Well, there's a minute here, man. You guys want to hang around or what? Because I want to 2 hours here pretty soon.
Yeah, I can hang around for a little while.
Okay. All right. So the regular show has come to a conclusion here. Thank you for the 3 people that are left. That's 3 million people, actually. But there's a high demand to get on here, man. It's just pressure, So I'll leave the link up there for those knowledgeable folks already. So everybody is here. Say good night.
Good night, Michael.
Good night.
Good night, Michael.